Hey y'all, welcome to a unexpected live stream here. I was wanting to come on and thank y'all for pushing me over 200 subscribers this past week. I was close to it, and then next thing I knew, I checked it and already passed it. So this is kind of the makeup video for thanking everybody, and wanted to invite Shooting Gallery New England onto the show. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, dude? I've had one hell of a Sunday so far. I'm just enjoying my day.
What you're saying is you had an amazing Sunday gun day.
Yes, I did, and every sense of the word, it was Sunday Gun Day.
That's awesome. So you want to tell everybody out there, or well, we'll wait a minute and see if we get some more people before we go into that. But I want to mention again, the sponsor for the podcast is. Sorry, I'm outside in Mississippi. We got bugs already, or still, even in November. But yeah, I want to thank Aegis Gun Care for sponsoring the podcast, even though this ain't quite an actual episode. But as y'all see at the bottom, if y'all go over to Aegis Gun Care and you use hashtag JoJuice, shout out to Shooting Gallery New England, y'all get 15% off of y'all's orders.
Everyone needs some Joe juice.
Hey, and I mean, I've used probably 6 different brands of stuff since getting the free stuff with SDI a few years ago, and hands down, the Aegis oil is better than any of the stuff I've used. I won't say any names because number one, I don't remember half of the stuff I did, and I don't want to badmouth anybody. But like it's when he's talking about how it's heavier than water and all this stuff. It's actually a real deal engineered lubricant instead of just another petroleum based product. It's not just saying it. I mean, it really is. And the fact that it actually displaces water means such a big deal. And I'm really big on motorcycles and stuff like that, and specifically 70s and earlier, which is all going to be primarily chain drive, and just finding a good oil to be able to use on a chain like that without buying this specialty chain wax and stuff like that, silicone base this and whatever. I put a couple of drops of that on. It's worked just as good as a $50 can of specialty chain oil that I used to use. So I'm gonna definitely be keeping some Aegis around the house for sure.
Yeah, man. I use their two-step system exclusively at work. It is hands down best lubricant on the market. You can't go wrong with Aegis Gun Care. I tell everyone, get it. You'll not regret it. And use code hashtag JoJuice for 15% off your entire order. Shameless plug.
Hey, no problem, bro. Hey, what's that shirt you got on? I see it's got Tusk on it, kind of
Look
like
at
mine.
that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Tusk, Team Tusk. It is. I am a. I wouldn't say sponsored shooter, but I am now a member of Team Tusk. I shoot for Tusk. Um, we had a. I think we should get into it now because if you guys haven't checked out my social media today, I was fortunate enough to participate in the first regional gun makers match at in Massachusetts at Cape Gunworks, and I was fortunate enough to actually place. So I actually did good for the team. I got third place. I got that
Look
trophy.
at you. Hold on just a sec. There we go. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. So our good I got a chance to meet him this weekend to a 3D print. He's over on Instagram. Great dude. Him and his son came up for the competition. He made these trophies, and I was fortunate enough to third place. It was such a great time. It got the bug where I'm like ready to do more competition shooting, but I was fortunate enough where Tusk allowed me to shoot for them. So I got the jersey, and I will represent Tusk every chance I get. I also, since I won third place, I got this super dope Gun Owners Action League. Goal is our grassroots kind of NRA affiliate advocacy organization in Massachusetts. Also was able to pick up. They hooked me up with a buck knife. It says "goal" on it. John Green over Gun Owners Action League, wonderful dude. I'm gonna try and get him on the podcast soon. We're gonna be talking Massachusetts stuff. But yeah, it was a fun match, man. I was made me think, man, I need some training, but it was a wonderful match. Only a few competitors. So I played. John Green of Gun Owners Action League plays second, and then my boss, Toby of Cape Gun Works, took first place.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the biggest thing I picked up from the Makers match back in the summer, I guess it was now, was it was a amazing experience actually doing it, but it really shows you what kind of where you're lacking as far as training. Even if you've had a whole bunch of training beforehand, it'll point out the areas that you might want to like pick up a couple seconds from this thing or something, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. I was running my 80% arms GST 9 in the 19X configuration. It was a great gun. I built it a couple months ago on the channel, and I actually learned a lot of like legal stuff in terms of 80% stuff and 3D printed stuff in Massachusetts. And the gunmakers match, I was always very wary of 80% and 80% guns and kind of like private gun making. And I tell you, it was a fun educational experience. I got a chance to hang out with Jared from Guns and Gadgets this weekend. He's a good dude, good friend of mine.
Did he compete too?
No, he didn't. He did show up at the event at the educational day though yesterday.
That's awesome. Yeah, Jared's an awesome dude. That was the biggest I guess I've made it kind of moment from that first range day was bumping into him and immediately striking up a conversation, like trying to catch my words, type of deal. But yeah, he's an awesome dude. And then, I mean, even more than like the knowledge and stuff he puts out on the channel, he's got a whole like vault of knowledge up there that ain't even been posted nowheres yet.
Yeah, he's one of the most humble and knowledgeable people in this community. And big shout out to Guns and Gadgets, wicked good dude. Gotta get him on the podcast, and he's actually
just don't call him a celebrity.
I mess with him way too much, so I think I have that.
Yeah, he's like I'm not a celebrity. I'm just no different than you. I just have a whole bunch of people that watch my stuff.
Yeah, he walked in the shop yesterday. I'm like, oh, the man, the myth, the legend. He just gave me a look like I was like, oh, this is what happens when you don't text me saying you're coming down. I'm gonna cry now.
I'm gonna give a couple shout outs real quick to the folks in the chats. We got Appalachian Gun Runner out there. Thanks for showing up, brother. And Mr. Snow Makes that popped on last minute on our last episode said, well done for getting third place at the Makers match. We got Kevin Sazraz in the building. Sunday Fun Day. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? And we got Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan, how's it going?
Open the slide a little bit so the wife don't kill me.
So how many? What stick you got?
This is a Liga Privada T52. Very hard to get, but since considering third place, people, third place, I'm celebrating with a nice Liga Privada.
There you go. Yeah, you definitely worth it for something like that, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
So how many stages did they have?
So they had 3 stages, and then we had like a little fun stage right after the competition while they were scoring everything. The first stage, it was we had to have a mandatory reload in Massachusetts. So we all had 10-round bags, so it was a little bit different.
Yeah.
So the first stage where you would engage 2 I think 3 targets, 2 shots each. I want to say they scored it as like a USPSA style. So if you got center mass, it was a hit. The box outside, you got a half a second penalty. The box outside of that, you got a full second penalty. Missed the whole target, it was a 10-second penalty. And then from there, you engage 3 targets, 2 shots each. You move around. There was a makeshift barrier. Reload, engage 2 targets. So the first stage, I did okay, a little bit. The second stage, we had something similar where it was like you had to walk around, you had to kind of go behind an array and stuff like that, and engage a couple targets, and then go forward, and then get the other 2 targets at the very end. I missed the last shot completely, so I got a 10-second penalty there. And the third stage, it was cool, but they made like a square, a triangle, and a circle barrier where you had to shoot through. You'd engage 2 targets, go to the next stage, engage the other 2 targets, go to another shooting position, engage 1, and the final position was there was a no shoot target, and then there was a target behind it that you had to engage. I hit that pretty well, so I don't know what my times were. I didn't really focus on the time itself. I just enjoyed shooting, man. I was running the GST-9. We had a Rockslide USA slide on there, and I upgraded to Meprolite suppressor sights instead of the standard Glock sights they came with, and it's a huge improvement. Definitely need a dot if I'm going to be shooting because my eyes are going. So I think next competition.
Shout out Swamp Fox.
Yeah, I'm not.
Swamp Fox Optics.
I'm not cool with the Swamp Fox guys.
We'll have to fix that.
Yeah, we will, because optics, for us doing this YouTube thing, it is one expensive hobby. I love it. I want it to be my career doing content creating, and optics and ammo are the biggest expense for this channel.
I hear. Hang on just a second. Since we're actually talking for more than just a couple minutes, I'm going to go ahead and play the podcast intro.
All right, no problem.
So yeah, y'all check us out this Thursday. We're going to be doing a special edition Thanksgiving episode, and we're going to be giving away one of these Brownells hats on the Thanksgiving episode as a thank you for 200 subscribers and for it just being in the holiday spirit.
You know what, man? Good. Honestly, though, good for you, because I tell you, you deserve it. Okay, you've been cranking it, and I'm so happy for you, because that 200 subs. I remember when I made 100 subs, and I thought I thought I made it. And you put in a lot of hard work.
Well, I sure appreciate it. Yeah, and it wasn't just even a month or so ago when I hit that 100 mark, and I was thinking the same thing as you was just talking about. So
yeah.
Mr. Snow says he always assumes it's Eastern time, but no, I'm in Mississippi, so I meant Central time.
Yeah, my podcast is Eastern time.
Yeah, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. That's why I tried to pick a day and a time that was not quite spoken for. And then I was so amazed at last week's episode. It blew my mind at the amount of people that wanted to come on, and the engagement that we had in the audience, and some of the folks that showed up in the audience, like Johnny B and stuff. And I think I was telling you afterwards, and a couple of other folks, that's what I've been kind of having in mind and hoping for the podcast to get to, and it's already kind of happening.
Yeah, honestly, Cody, you've been so you have been so fortunate, man, and I'm proud of it. It's always good seeing guys that we probably watched before we did this, and guys like Johnny B. I've had him on my show. He always likes to support the little guys. So big shout out to him. Johnny's a awesome dude, and the fact that you got both Jordans, you had our good friend Jason the Rogue Banshee, you had Aegis Gun Care, who makes the best damn lubricant in the business. Hashtag Joe Juice for 15% off. You're on your way to be doing a lot of stuff, dude. And seriously, congrats on 200 subs. That's awesome.
Thanks, Night Strike. And shout out to Night Strike. He's one of our guests that's going to be on the Thanksgiving episode.
Man, that wind is pretty. Is it cold where you are? No.
Not really.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out here. It's November in New England, so it's just a little bit chilly enough where you can leave the door open, but you could also freeze.
Mr. Snow.
Did you use the hashtag JoJuice for 15% off? Did you use the discount code? We're waiting on confirmation.
Yeah, I want to say I think he said that he did, and he said yes, we have confirmation. He did.
Good. I like it when people use my code. I really like it. And thanks for pimping my code too, by the way, in your show.
Well, hey, no problem, man. I appreciate it. Or it's catchy. Night Strike says it's 73 in Charleston, South Carolina.
Nice. From the man himself, Jordan Vinroll, and I both ordered. And if Jordan used my discount code, I swear to God, Jordan is such a wonderful human being. I cannot wait to hang out with him next month. I'm in the process of building an MU pond. I still got to do the rails and fit everything, and then we're gonna do. Then that video is gonna be coming out. It's taken a while because I'm in the process of filming. But at the same time, I'm doing it at work. So on my off time, I'll go in early before I clock in, or I'll stay late after I clock out to build it. And that thing, I tell people that is a fun build. But if you don't have any metalworking skills or working how to do a drill press, it can be a little difficult. So please, for the love of God, if you're going to do it, have some patience, because I am taking my time because I don't want to F it up. And I can't wait to get that thing running. It's going to be such a fun gun. I'm hoping to gear a lot of content towards the 320 platform, because I feel like everyone's doing Glocks. Actually,
it's funny that you mentioned that, because I'm literally starting a P320 build series 2 to be doing some content on that as well. Like you had mentioned, everybody's doing the Glock stuff.
Yeah. I actually want to show off a swag bag I got at the Gunmakers match. Is that cool?
Yeah. Speaking of the Gunmakers match, are you going to be joining us at the one in Florida in March?
I'm telling you right now, I really want to. I have to do a couple things on my guns to make sure I'm cool to fly, because, see, in Massachusetts, we have a handgun registry. And after you manufacture your own firearm, you're supposed to register it with the state and stuff like that. And, they recommend putting a serial number just for other reasons. You don't have to, but a lot of people recommend it just because in Mass, you got to watch yourself all the time. But gun owners
and if it ever gets stolen.
Exactly. And that's why I'd rather cover myself. I'm only me and my wife. I would never want anything happening to where it would jam us up. So I built that, and I'm going to be, following the right course of action. But Gun Owners Action League, again, great group of people. They were a sponsor of the event. We got some swag bags. 2A 3D print I want to give a big shout out to, because he was a sponsor of the event. He made the trophies. I mean, look at this. Look at this amazing trophy. Come on. They were kind enough for all the competitors. We had a small group. I think we had about 6 guys. For everybody that competed, we got a P80 kit. Look at that. We got P80 kits for we all got them for competing in the event, for the winners and all that stuff. This is a Glock 19 and Flat Dark Earth. I'm not a Flat Dark Earth fan, so I'm gonna have to Cerakote this or refinish it, but it's the Glock 19. What else we got some paperwork. Since Gun Owners Action League was a sponsor, they also they donated some prizes to the winners. So I got this cool hat, I got the knife, and I got a thing of pepper spray, which I've never really dealt with spray, but I don't know, it's something to have. What else did we hook this up with? I got a patch. Guns for Everyone National patch for the Gunmakers match. I got to get my patch wall up. Just a bunch of pamphlets and stuff like that. 2A 3D print also made these great drilling blocks. So when you're drilling through your polymer 80s, this actually makes it so the bits don't walk out. It's almost like a guide. We made 3D printed a couple of these blocks. The Are We Cool Yet guys were there, and they were cool enough to where they were giving out some stickers and stuff like that. I gotta get the other one. Yeah, and we got this 3D print file. I don't know what it is actually. I gotta check it out. But we got this sticker. Are We Cool Yet sticker. This is dope as hell. I love this. Then we got this sticker from Gun Owners Action League. And we got this Gun Owners Action League sticker. We got some cool swag. We got a Gun Owners Action League pen. I just dropped the sticker. That's why I'm leaning down. We got a bunch of stuff. Not like a bunch, but just like cool swag. This cool Are We Cool Yet swag sticker. So it was a great event. They really hooked us up.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, there's no parts kit in the P80 kit, but hey, if I build that one, I'll definitely get into it a little bit more. Now I'll have technically 3 Glock 19s. Looks like we got For the Love of Guns in the chat. What's up? We got Texas Bullet. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, Texas Bullet just popped in. I popped up his comment on there while you was talking. Yeah, we at the Makers match in Florida, we got some pretty nice swag bags too. And I got a Cobalt P80 kit from the door prize ticket raffle thing at the Makers match that they was doing.
Yeah, I got a Cobalt color 320 frame that Jordan from JC sent me for the build, so I'm pretty excited about that.
That's awesome. I didn't even know they came in the Cobalt.
Oh yeah, it's cool. It's not flat dark earth. It's not urban gray. It's a nice bluish gray. I love it.
There you go. Yeah, just to read out on the screen for those that's going to be listening to the audio only. When we get to 300 subscribers, Mrs. Swamp Dog's going to come on the podcast and make an appearance.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, where he was talking about the 320 builds, I would put it kind of like in between. It's definitely a step up from doing like say a Glock or a P80 polymer build, but it's definitely 1 or 2 steps below doing an 80% hand fit 1911.
Yeah, the hand fit 1911 is I messed mine up. The frame is all jacked up. Those I would definitely recommend. If you're gonna do a 1911 build, get a serialized one where all the holes are drilled, where all you really got to do is file down the slide rails and go from there, because it's a lot different. In terms of building 80%, and I'm not like an 80% guru. I've only built like 1 or 2, or 1, and then I'm in the process of building my 320. I'd start definitely with, in terms of building guns, build your first AR, see how work wrenches. Then from there, get like a P80 or an 80% arms or something like that. I recommend 80% arms because I like the grip, how it's kind of bowed out. It kind of blew out a little bit, almost like a 320 grip frame, but it's on a Glock. And not to say I don't like Palmer 80 grips. I do. I prefer the 80% arms GST9 frame. And then from there, you can step up to definitely a 320, and then 1911s. That is a very tough build.
Well, it goes into the big debate on like people saying about AR building. Well, you didn't build it, you just assembled it and whatever. When you build a 1911, you are building that gun
Yeah,
because
you learn tolerances.
without the straight exactly without getting the precision of the tolerances right, which comes into the hand fitting, because it's not just even a drop in part is not just drop it in and go. You gotta make it match to that particular frame, slide, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. But yeah, I'm hoping to make the national one in Florida. I really want to go. So it'd be a fun time. It's just I always get nervous flying with a firearm, so I've never flown with one. So I think it's gonna be my as long as I can get through the airport without any issue, then I'm gonna be there.
There you go. Yeah, like I said, we definitely want to or would love to have you down there.
Yeah, we gotta shoot. We gotta get more competitions for Team Tusk.
Yep, that's right. And are you going to just do the pistol if you come down, or do you have a rifle build plan?
No, I'm just gonna do the pistol. We technically can't do AR-15 80% in Massachusetts, so it's a lot of uh, bull crap laws we got to go through, and it's technically you're not supposed to. So I don't want to get
Oh,
into
well,
that.
just do like the dude from Vice, California reporter, and fly in and just build it all there.
No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm more of a when it comes to competition. I'd rather stick with a pistol for right now and get my in the water, see how I like it and stuff like that.
That was
it's gonna be a
probably
good
one of
time.
the more That was probably one of the more interesting moments from the first Makers match was at the end of it, and they made a big deal about it. Oh, he's got to go back to California. He can't have this and whatever. So they took it all apart, and like he was like all sad and stuff about how he wasn't getting to keep it and all that, and then they just put it in the middle of the concrete walkway and dumped like a soda can worth of gas on it and just lit it on fire, and then people
Yeah,
like standing around the thing burning like it's some Viking funeral pyre.
yeah. I was just checking a couple things. But yeah, no, it's. I think it's gonna be a good time if I come. I'll get to hang out with the guys and stuff like that. So
Yeah, there. You want to stand up and turn around and show the back of that shirt real quick before we end the stream?
yeah, sure. So what you guys are hearing, that's my chair moving. So that's the shirt, Team Tusk, and then hopefully you guys can see my ass. That's if you can see that.
Nope, the camera is a little too far down. All we see is the gray on the back.
How's that?
There we go. Yep,
That's
teamtusk.org and tusk.network.
Yeah, I hope Rob is happy with me considering I placed for us. So like I
Well,
said,
it's funny that you mentioned that because that means that I have handpicked and sponsored 2 shooters now that have placed for Team Tusk.
yeah, like I said, Rob McNeely, if you're out there listening, if you ever want to give me a call, we'll talk about it. Get more logistics down. You can get my number from SwampTalk.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be talking to him here shortly anyways because I'm fixing to have the website up. If y'all go to the teamtusk.org right now, it's not going to pull nothing up, but we'll be getting that up this week sometime. And going to go into more detail on all that. I see people asking how you get a shirt and all that. There's a process to it. You got to actually apply and all that stuff. Joe just happened to know the right folks and do the right
I know the right.
things to where
I know people. I'm only
Yeah,
at like
well,
1,200 subs, so but I've been fortunate enough to know the right people in the industry. I'm completely humbled and blessed that you guys, with me having no experience at all in competition shooting, and you guys took a chance on me, and at least I've already placed in my first competition. So it looks good for Tusk. It looks good, gets the promotes Tusk out there. I actually don't have any Tusk, to be ironically. I don't have any. I got to get some. I am completely crypto illiterate. I need to get some type of Tusk because, you know,
that's a good thing with you being a member of the Tusk shooting team now. That all that stuff's going to be getting fixed pretty soon because we're going to be training you up on being able to answer when people do ask you questions when you're showing out and wearing the Tusk shirt and people start, oh man, what's Tusk, or how do I get some, or give you some training, so to speak, to be able to answer those basic questions and of course get you paid in some Tusk for your sponsorship. But that's one of the great things about the Tusk shooting team is that it is going to be open to anyone of any skill level as long as you're willing to put in the work and go do stuff.
mm. Yeah, man, I'm blessed. I can't thank the guys at Tusk enough for kind of going with me, and I just it feels weird because like I'm a nobody. I am an absolute nobody with size of my channel, size of my social media phone. I'm a nobody. Um,
Well, it's funny that you was talking about that and saying that, oh, you got 1,200 subscribers and all this, but you don't have no poll and this and that, but you know people and stuff. And one of them people that's helping out is little old me just now getting to 200 with your 1,200, and I'm still able to do something to help. Makes me feel pretty good.
Cody, you are a anomaly. Okay, you are when it comes to networking, you are the king. I don't know how you have not thought of networking or like consulting or something like that as a career because me, Flying Rich, everyone in the Black Swan Media family are so jealous of the amount of networking you have. Again, I can't tell you enough how proud I am of
Well,
you because that is
I appreciate it, and it still shocks me y'all saying that because, like I said, I don't think that I'm doing anything special or that it's anything, a big deal of it. I'm just doing what I always do, but yet I'm getting blessed with opportunities and things working out. I mean, it's not like
yeah,
I ain't been told. It ain't like I ain't been told no 1,000 times. But yeah,
and
well,
and I'm not gonna
you'll
lie, I'm kind
probably
of
be
jealous.
surprised at some of the guests that's fixing to be coming on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of jealous of the amount of with at your size. And it's not like I'm mad at you. I'm jealous because what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? But seriously, dude, like for your size, that's amazing coming out the gate. You got this podcast sponsor and all that stuff, and it's obviously we'll do an official Swamp Talk episode with me on because you're the homie. We got to support, but
Yeah, yeah.
it
Well, like I said, this
it's
was just a quick jump on thing anyways. I ain't planning to go for an hour anyways. We already over 30 minutes, was probably fixing to close it
mm,
shortly anyways. But of course, you're always welcome to come on the show. And like you said, we definitely got to do a full episode to where we can go into some stuff because me and you have quite a bit in common as far as thoughts and opinions on different subjects and similar, not quite backgrounds, but we both went to SDI. We're both doing the gunsmithing and trying to do content creation and stuff like that.
yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, just let me know. Thursdays are a pretty good night for me uh, a good night for me to hop on because I'm out at 5. So I've actually worked my schedule where now I'm out at 5 every day now because where I work it takes a while for me to get home and now I get to see my wife and like hang out with my friends and stuff like that a little bit more. But yeah, I'm just blessed. I had a great time at the competition. I can't wait to do another competition. I don't think I'll ever get into 3D printing. I'll just throw that out there. It still makes me uncomfortable a little bit. I don't know. I don't understand it,
Well, that's
but
one thing that's great is there's making your own gun has been a thing since before America was a thing and since before 3D printing was a thing. So you still have all kinds of options to be able to build your own stuff, even if you never touch a 3D printer, or even if you're living somewhere where you ain't even got electricity nor, heaven forbid, connection to the internet.
Yeah. Look at that. We got Flying Rich in here.
Flying
What's
Rich
up, brother?
up in here.
And
We got
Walter
Walter
P380.
P380.
Big hitters. Oh, you got to make me blush. I am not a big hitter at all. Thank you so much, Walter.
Well, a big hitter, sponsored shooter, and placing podium standing on your first competition. I mean, come on now.
Look at that. Just look at that. Beautiful trophy. Beautiful. I'm not a, but I am not a big hitter. But thank you for the compliment, Walter P380.
But yeah, just one more time for y'all, especially the ones that's coming in a little bit late. Make sure y'all tune in for this week's Thanksgiving special edition episode of the Swamp Talk podcast. We're gonna be giving away Brownells hat during the podcast for celebrating getting 200 subscribers.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to turn it over to you, brother, and let you plug anything you want to plug or anything that you got coming up that you want to mention. Feel free.
Yeah, well, if anyone ever wants to check me out, I'm on YouTube at Shooting Gallery NE. It's a gunsmithing / podcast / gun review channel. I do a lot of stuff with building, assembling builds and build series and stuff like that, showing you what products work, how to do stuff. A lot of how-to tutorials going to be over on YouTube and Streamer. But you can also find me on TikTok at Shooting Gallery NE. I do a lot of stuff over there. You can find me pretty much on any type of social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, you name it. I do got a gun review coming out. It's just my software is being a little bit of a small child. It's not wanting to open. I got to get my Taurus G3C Toro full review out. And then I got the JSD Supply NUP1 build coming. That video I'm going to try and get that video finished by the end of next week. And then the following week, we'll probably have the podcast. We'll probably have it out in the open where you guys can check it out over on Utreon. And then we'll assemble the gun and test fire. We're going to have a ton of videos on that MUP1 build. I'm really excited about it. So big shout out to JSD Supply for helping me out, helping the channel out. I am forever in your gratitude. But you can find me pretty much anywhere, wherever you want to find me on social media.
Awesome. Yeah, and for those that ain't on the video side, Texas Bullet saying congrats on placing at the competition.
Thank you, Texas Bullet.
And to answer Night Strike asking what time to be there, shoot me a email at swampdogarmory@gmail or hit me up on Instagram, and I'll get you the links and talk about the times. And we'll talk about what kind of topics we're going to go over. And anybody else that's interested in being a guest for the holiday episode, feel free to reach out to me. And of course, like I mentioned to you, bro, you got an open invitation anytime on the show.
I appreciate it, man. I don't have a guest on tomorrow's podcast, so if you're around, let me know. We'll schedule it up.
Yeah, that'll work. I'll be available tomorrow too.
All right, cool. What I'll do is your book then. I'll write the stream. I'll make the stream today and get everything ready for you.
All right, sounds good, bro. Yeah, make sure y'all check out Aegis Gun Care. Use code #JoeJuice to get 15% off. And if y'all are interested in it, anything like these hats or any type of stuff y'all might want to do if you're kind of building your own stuff or adding on, go check out Brownells. And you know the rest. But
I'm actually, before we got on the show, I was like, oh, let's see what Brownells is going on for deals. And I'm telling you right now, Brownells has some sweet deals on right now. I'm thinking about doing a video for Black Friday. I don't know. I haven't checked out the Black Friday deals yet, but they are. I love Brownells. Absolutely. BOP for life. I'm a BOP member, Bureau of Propaganda.
Yep.
So look at that. Nice hat. I'm jealous of that hat.
Yeah, you have to get you one. Flying Rich says not used to seeing Swampy outside. Yeah, we got some good weather out here. I figured I'd take advantage of it. And like Joe said, a Sunday gun day, and it's a fun day all around.
Hell yeah, dude.
but yeah, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Shooting Gallery New England on his YouTube channel and check him out on Instagram. And since you didn't mention it, I will. He also has another channel, his side channel, Smoking Millennial, over on
Oh
Instagram
yeah,
and YouTube both. He does some pretty
yeah.
good reviews on cigars, and for someone like me that was a cigar noob, I was glad to pick him up as a friend because he showed me what stuff to shy away from and pointed some decent stuff to try out instead of like when you walk in there as a no one, there's like so many different options you don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, man. That channel is kind of on the back burner right now just because I moved home and I haven't had enough time. I'm hoping after the first of the year, we're actually going to be hopefully building a studio for not just Shooting Gallery New England as the gun channel, but the B channel is Smoking Millennial. I do cigar reviews, maybe do pipe tobacco reviews and stuff like that. It is another hobby of mine. I wish I do have a video that I could edit and post. I just haven't had the time. So hopefully I can get that video edited and kind of revive the second channel. But I do reviews on cigars. I just haven't done it in a while because I'm busy.
Well, there you go. But yeah, y'all have a good day and enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. And don't forget, y'all be good.
Have a good one, everybody.